XRP sucks. I never thought I would have to make this video and come on here. You guys know I'm also the Sultan of Solana, the leader of the Solana soldiers. And it sucks for me to have to come on here and discuss renouncing my leadership of the XRP army. I was the former master and commander of the XRP army, as a lot of people know. A lot of people in that community didn't like it. So, because of that, the Solana soldiers have been so welcoming to me. I have decided that XRP sucks, and I'm done with it. Solana, I'm coming to you. Sam Bankman-Fried, I want to share a cell with you one day. Please, let's do it. We can exchange hair for a day. For Halloween, it would be fun. Guys, I'm totally kidding. Guys, XRP absolutely does not suck, but a lot of people believe that it does. And today, what I want to do is I want to break down several myths that people believe about XRP. As we get prepared for this bull run, guys, I've got some awesome XRP videos coming for you for the rest of this week. We're gonna have an XRP explainer video, XRP price prediction video, XRP rating video. We're gonna put it on my S tier, and you guys already know, spoiler alert, XRP is my number one coin of the bull run, so I'm not even gonna pretend like it's not going to be a really great placement and a really great price prediction. We're gonna explore the XRPL, the ledger, the ecosystem of XRP. These are all videos that are coming up in the next week. You're not going to want to miss them. And so because of that, I thought this would be a good opportunity to take some of the haters for XRP and explain to them that you're wrong. And not only are you wrong, but you're low IQ. Low IQ. That's a good bit right there. I like that. Did y'all hear that? It's my own low IQ button. I love it. First of all, guys, here's the number one myth. XRP is centralized. This is something you hear people say all the time, and a lot of people will point to the fact that Ripple Labs is a centralized company. Okay, cool. Then other people will come and they will point to the fact that say, well, on the XRPL, it has a freeze function. Okay, it does. You can freeze coins. You can freeze tokens on the XRPL. But did you know you can't freeze XRP? So you can make an argument for anything built on it maybe, but not XRP itself. You cannot freeze XRP. They cannot do it. They make a big deal about the centralization of the supply. And then they got a ton locked up in escrow and they got a slow drip supply. That's actually good. I found out in some research, one of these XRP videos, I didn't know this, but the total supply will be exhausted in 70,000 years, guys. 70,000 years where the max supply will be reached in the current rate of the escrow. And we're going to talk a lot about the escrow in that XRP explainer video. So if you want to know more about what that is and what that means, definitely check it out. I would tell you guys, after doing a lot of this research, I understand it better than ever now, for sure. And that's one reason why I love what I do, because I get to learn a lot more about the things that I like to learn about, and then I get to tell you guys about it in a simple way. So, guys, XRP is not centralized. That is not true at all. It is one of the biggest myths that's out there. Is it more centralization is a continuum. Everything follows on a continuum. I would argue that the supply locked up for XRP does make the supply a little centralized, or centralized to some extent, but there was a plan put in place to get around that, to fix that problem, and that's what you want to see companies do. Number two, banks don't need XRP. Well, first of all, the SWIFT system is trash, and yes, we absolutely do need XRP. We need a total overhaul to our banking system. There is absolutely no question about that. And a lot of people will say, oh, well, the banks can do their own system. They don't need RippleNet or any of the Ripple products. BS. If they could have updated their system, they would have a long time ago. What's the equivalent to a point of sale for the software that the banks use? This stuff has not been updated in decades, guys. Decades and decades and decades. Not like 10 or 20 years, like longer. Okay? They're using archaic software because it's hard for vehicles or components of the financial system like a bank to be able to pivot and to change. But now, their crypto is forcing them to. Okay, but one of the other arguments, or the big myths that people say about XRP is that, well, the banks, so they can use the Ripple software, but they don't need XRP to settle the transactions. That is totally BS. Now, at one time, this was true, and this is what you see with a lot of XRP haters. I used to be an XRP hater. I got to be honest with you. I used to at one time. But what you see with XRP haters is they hang on to the same old tired narratives for years, even after they're done. Like this one right here, the banks using XRP is a tired narrative from all the way back in 2017, but it was valid for a few years. But at some point, because Ripple's a smart, see this, guys? Ripple's a smart company. Brad Garlinghouse is a genius. He is my hero in crypto. Ben Gertzel, smartest guy I've ever met in crypto. Brad Garlinghouse, that's my hero in crypto. Love that guy. He's awesome. And I love the way he fires back at the SEC. You guys know he's just my kind of guy. And we had the press conference, so you guys know what I mean by that. But the fact is, there was a narrative that the banks have to settle in XRP, and it was true for a while, but then Ripple changed their product lineup. I'll talk much more about this in the videos, but they went from Xcurrent, XRapid, XVIA into RippleNet and ODL. And ODL has recently been rebranded as well. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. But they went and did this, and they changed all their products, okay? So what happens and what occurs at that point is now with RippleNet and ODL, the banks are required to settle with XRP. So they will have to own XRP. No question about it. And that is a big change, and that's very beneficial for Ripple and for the XRP ecosystem and XRP Army, investors. Now that the banks have to do that, you may be saying, do they have to do it right now? Good question. Countries are being, and banks are being slowly rolled into this. There is an expiration date. I don't know what year it is. Maybe I'll find it in the rest of my research, where all of the banks will now, that are using the Ripple software, must be using and must be settling in XRP. So that's another one of the myths. What a difference a few hours makes. Guys, just a few hours ago, I felt great. Loving this video. Now I've been reading my audio book for catching up to FTX, and I feel like death. But you know what's making me come back to life? Our main channel sponsor, Stake. Thank you guys for checking out the world's biggest social casino. You like digital coins, right? You like games, right? You like fun, right? You like girls, right? Some of you might, I don't know, but that has nothing to do with visiting Stake. Check out the QR code on the screen or click the link in the description if you guys want to go play at the biggest social casino where you can buy gold coins and win rewards and Stakes cash. Thank you to Stake for sponsoring the channel. Number 3 here, we've got XRP as a security. This claim goes way back, 2016, maybe 2017. And this is when this idea was popularized that XRP is going to be security, and people stayed away from it. No reason to go much further into this one. I love it. Okay, number 4. XRP supports banks. Now, look, guys. What happened is Jed McCaleb took over Ripple in Ripple Payments, it was called, I believe, in 2012. 2013, they rebranded it into Ripple Labs. What they wanted to do is they wanted to fix bank cross-border transaction settlements. They wanted them to settle faster, okay? So if they're gonna settle much faster, it makes the entire world economy and banking system more efficient. And you can sit here and say that that supports banks, but guys, banks aren't going away in the short term. And here's the thing, the people that say this stuff, in my opinion, they have a fundamental misunderstanding of what we are trying to do here in crypto, guys. Guys, we aren't trying to get rid of banks. And I know that may sound like counter to many things that I've told you, but I want you guys to hear me out and listen, because I put a lot of thought in this, because this is somewhere I've struggled a little bit, because I definitely hate banks, for sure, more than probably any of you out there, maybe save for one or two. I hate banks with a passion, and we are going to be totally unbanking. I was able recently to get a banking account for the first time in years and years and years. So I'm going to be doing this slower than I was going to have to. But we are still doing it, and that is something we're focused on the channel. These coin reviews and stuff are obviously my number one focus right now. We're going to look at the other stuff down the road. But the fact is, with XRP and banks, we're not trying to get rid of banks. Getting rid of banks is something natural that will happen when we get rid of fiat currency. Fiat currency is what we're battling. We're battling uncapped supplies where money can be printed at will whenever and wherever, right? The printer go, that's what we say here in crypto. That's quantitative easing, okay? So the fact is that when it comes to these banks and it comes to the systems that they have, really, all y'all are using banks. Do you not want more efficient systems? Do you want to have to send money to somebody and they don't receive it for 7 days? We can get all into the SWIFT system, and we will, of course, in the XRP Explainer video. That video is probably going to be 30 or 40 minutes long, to be honest with you. It's going to be really freaking long, because there is a lot to unpack with XRP, for sure. But it will be the only video you ever need to watch on XRP, for sure, in terms of trying to get caught up to where it is today. But I definitely do not believe XRP and Ripple are supporting banks. They're working with banks. They're trying to make them more efficient. But you should want that. Do you like it when you go into the bank and it's slow, right? Like, they're not helping banks to survive necessarily. They're helping them catch up to the 21st century. They have the money already. People already are forced to use them. We certainly want to push a narrative of being your own bank because that's something that is important and we should do. But definitely we should not be, in my opinion, down on XRP because it makes a system more efficient. And whatever system this is, whatever next iteration of banks we have that's after what we know to be banks today, because they will change dramatically in the next 10 to 20 years, who knows that version may survive. Maybe they do other things, they do things other than just their current selection of offerings, okay? And the last thing I was saying, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this one, but number 5, the last one, is that CBDCs make Ripple irrelevant. Absolutely not true. Look at the Ethereum blockchain, for instance. Look how slow it is. Sometimes taking 15 minutes to settle. XRP is done in 30 seconds. And guys, even if we use CBDCs, there has to be a system built to implement using and intermingling those CBDCs across different, whether it's different blockchains. Think about this. What if they're on different blockchains? People don't think about this stuff. It's much more complicated than it's been thought by a lot of people to be. And I just don't feel like that you're going to have your private CBDCs and your wholesale CBDCs, your retail and your wholesale. And I think your retail is your Ethereum, your Circles, your USDCs and things like that, USDTs. And then, of course, you have your wholesale, and that's your XRP and your XLM. And they're actually helping companies produce their own CBDCs if that's what they want. CBDCs, though, guys, once again, same thing with banks. Still fiat currency. We have to get rid of the fiat currency and get people to understand cap supplies and supply and demand. There you go. That's all we got to do. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. XRP definitely does not suck, but the people that don't like XRP, they do suck. So drop down in the comments. Let me know. Are you in the XRP army or not? Hey, guys, like this video on your way out because you know you want to smash. Be blessed.